everybody, Dr. K here with VideoFitnessBlog.com, and today I'm thrilled to start a brand new exercise series with you. This one is all about joint mobility. You see, today we're going to discuss the concept of muscle balancing. A lot of people get this wrong, but without properly balancing out your muscles first, how in the heck are you ever going to allow your joints to glide properly? Let's think about the shoulder girdle for a second. You see, when I raise my arm up like this, my humerus, or the head of my upper arm bone, actually rolls back and glides downward in order to allow that to happen. The same thing is true out to the side. It's actually gliding down on my shoulder blade. Well, that means that in order to glide down, it needs to have proper pull from underneath. The muscle that does the best job of this is going to be my lat, but yet this is a deltoid exercise, isn't it? Middle delt's going to create this action up until 90 degrees, and then beyond is going to start using my upper trapezius, or above basically 90 to 120 degrees in this area. And then also the serratus anterior, the boxer's muscle. That muscle really starts to kick in to stabilize from underneath once I get above pretty high. You see, this is a critical point when trying to stabilize and create joint mobility in the shoulder girdle. The reason for this is, all of a sudden it doesn't make sense just to do delt raises, does it? It makes sense to do delt raises and then purposefully contract the muscles underneath for stabilization reasons. The same thing's going to be true. Let's just take a peek at the shoulder from front to back. If you're going to work anterior delt, then you have to work posterior delt also. If not, you're constantly going to have the shoulder sit forward. Now, the humerus, or the upper arm bone, sits on the shoulder blade in what's called an inclined plane. So if this is my shoulder blade and this is the head of my humerus, it sits and gravity sort of lets it stay there. But as I roll my shoulder forward, this inclined plane turns vertical, and the head of the humeral head just wants to slip down. Well, that little tiny rotator cuff muscle called your supraspinatus, it's its job to pull it back up. And that takes a lot of work. You see, that muscle's really only supposed to do 0 to 30 degrees of abduction, just like this. So all of a sudden, if all day long it's trying to pull you back, pull you back, pull you back, now we're talking about a little muscle that's going to overwork and gain tendinitis. So you can do bench press all you want. You can do lat pull all you want, but if you build rotator cuff tendinitis in the process because you begin to have an over-forward shoulder posture, well, now you're going to be in trouble. And that kind of trouble is going to set you away from bench for years and years to come. When it comes to building a healthy shoulder girdle, or any joint for that matter, muscle balancing is about the most critical point. So let's talk about the fact that we don't just want to do bicep curls, but we want to do hammer curls and reverse curls, because our elbow moves in each one of those directions. So we need to train it that way. The same thing is going to be true with a tricep press down. You want to do palms down, palms in, and then palms up, right? Because that's going to be the three variations of the way your palm position can be, and your elbow naturally moves. So if your shoulder moves forward, moves side, and moves back, you got to train in those positions. But what about the diagonals? Where does that stuff come in? Have you guys ever heard about PNF? When it comes to really building stability and joint mobility, you want to work all the diagonal patterns, every possible range of motion, and you just need to be sure that you're stabilizing at the proximal joint, the joint closest to your heart first. So I'm stabilizing here in my shoulder blades to be able to allow this arm to move wherever I want when I'm doing an exercise. I sure hope this video was helpful. I'm Dr. K from VideoFitnessBlog.com, and today we talked about joint mobility. I encourage you to leave your comments and ask questions below, because that's how you learn. Have a great day.